series of Microsoft Excel basics, I have been posting the videos with reference C-001, C-002, and so on. Previous video was for C-003, and that was for how to save the file as an ordinary Excel file. Now, this is very important one. Please watch this very carefully. So, how to create simple automation task in an Excel file and save it as a macro-enabled file. Right, we'll just see here, and the file extension for this macro-enabled file will be .xlsm. So, as I told you, these are the concepts which I have already done here. C-001, what is Microsoft Excel? C-002, how to create, save, and close, open a new Excel workbook, and how to save the workbook as an ordinary workbook with the file extension type as .xlsx. And now the fourth one, we are just going to see this one, what I told you now. Okay, right. Now this is the particular folder in which we are having this particular file C-002. This particular file is there, sales data is there, right? So this has been saved as an ordinary .xls file. Now I would like to save this as a, I am opening the file first. Now I am going to save this as C-004. Okay, so I'm creating a subfolder C-004. Inside this, I'm going to save the file as C-004 sales data with automated formatting. Okay. So this is the file name which I'm giving. And immediately I have to save the file as save as type. As I told you, click on this. You will be seeing the second one as Excel macro enabled workbook. Without which, if you just save this as Excel workbook, whatever automation process we are doing, everything, the code will be erased and automation will not happen for the second time. So I'm just very carefully saving this as Excel macro enabled workbook. So now, what are the automation we are just going to do here is, just watch this. This is the data here, okay? Now, how to do the automation? I would like to tell you why we have to go for the automation. So I'm just going to spend the time now to do this formatting here. So let us say we are starting here. Start time is now 4:55. Okay. So now I'm just making the format here. Just watch. I have applied the format. I have applied this border and sales value only. I just want to keep all these in font color as this dark blue and changing everything font size as 18 and selecting this between A and 1, this particular area, all these Excel worksheet I have selected here. Now between A and B, there is this particular double side arrow is there. Click on this and it is getting automatically, the columns are getting adjusted, right? Now everything is over. So what is the time now? It has taken 4:56, right? So let us say it is 60 seconds it has taken. Okay. Now I will say this. I will clear the format here. So the same data has come again. Okay. Now, if I have to do the format again, I have to spend this 60 seconds fully. So instead of that, I'll go for some automation and then do this. So how to do the automation? For that, you should be having this particular developer tab enabled here. What is this developer tab enabled here? We will just see here. Okay. So first of all, this any area, keeping the mouse at this particular area, anywhere between this home, insert, up to this power pivot, no, right click on this and you will be seeing this as customize the ribbon. Select the customize the ribbon and you will be seeing Excel options dialog box. In this left side, automatically the customize ribbon tab is now selected here. In the middle pane, you are seeing many commands are there. And on the right side pane, you are seeing this developer tab is now made a tick mark already. So I'm just selecting removing the tick and giving it OK. So your computer will be looking like this now. So again, what you have to do now here is, so as a fresh Excel learner, how to go for the automation, you have to do this. Right click on this, click on the customize the ribbon, and straight away come to this developer area. This will be available in any computer. Click on this OK. Now the developer tab is available. Click on this developer tab, and on the code area, code group, you are having this Visual Basic icon is there, macros icon is there, record macro icon is there, use relative reference icon is there, macro security icon is there. After that, you are having a vertical line partition there. Next group is add-ins. Like this, all these groups you will be having. So if you want to see what are the groups available in home ribbon tab, so you are seeing clipboard is there where you are having this paste, cut, copy, format painter, all these things are there. Font group, you are having some more than 7, 8 group icons are there between these two vertical line. Same way, click on this developer tab. The first vertical line on the left hand side, you are seeing this, many icons are there. In this, click on the record macro. So you will be getting this record macro dialog box. So macro 1 is there. So macro 1, you can go and rename it also. So I would like to add this as macro 1 for formatting. Okay, macro 1 formatting. So I am putting the space and then doing this. So without space only, we should create the name. If you give with the space, then it will not accept. Just check it. It is giving error. Okay. And if you put any symbol also, instead of this dash, if you put it, that also will not accept. If you put at symbol, plus symbol, anything, if you put it, it will not accept. Okay. It will not accept. So what you have to do? So why we have to give the space? Because I want this particular two words should come instead of macro 1 formatting as a single word. I want to get this as a 2 word. So I want to create a space. So when you want to create a space, put underscore in this. Okay. Now this name is created as formatting for macro 1 formatting. Shortcut key, anything shortcut key you want to give, you can just give it. Generally, I avoid shortcut key. So I'll explain it later. Store macro in this workbook is there. This workbook means the file in which we are working. Our file name here you are seeing C-004 sales data with automated formatting. Okay. And if you want to save this macro in any other workbook like your personal macro workbook or new workbook, you can just select it. Right now I'm selecting this workbook. In the description, I'm typing something. This macro format the data from A1 to C5. Okay. A1 to C5. Right. So the macro is not yet recording the activities, whatever we are doing. So once you click on this OK, it will start recording the activity, whatever you are doing. So I just select this as OK. Now I'm just seeing what is the time, 5:01. Remember this, okay? So I'm selecting on this A1 and pressing shift button, selecting this on C5, which select all this particular range. So this is the first activity which I have done, okay? Now going to this home tab, in the font group, selecting here, all borders, again selecting A1, pressing shift and pressing now selecting C1. So it is selecting A1, B1, C1. Coming to this font group for fill color, selecting this particular color and making it bold. Selecting C1 and pressing shift button continuously without leaving shift button and pressing. Selecting the C5. So it is selecting the range C1 to C5. Now I am applying this font color as this particular blue color. Now selecting again A1, selecting again the C, pressing the shift button continuously, selecting the C5. It is selecting entire range from A1 to C5. I'm changing the font size as 18. Now, because this column is not aligned properly, I'm just selecting here in this A1, and now selecting between A and B or B and C, anywhere you can just see this double side arrow is there. Fast double click on that. So the auto fit column of activity is done. Now selecting this C2 is there, again selecting A1. So this activity is done. So I started this with the 5.01. Now it has become 5.03. Okay. So now go to developer tab, and this stop recording button is available now. It was, what is this? It was record macro was there. Now you can just go and click on this stop recording also. At the same time, you can just see here, previously there was some camera icon was there. So that means it was asking you to start recording the macro. Now it is asking a macro is currently recording. Click to stop recording. So here also you are seeing a square box, and stop recording in the developer tab also you are seeing a square box. Right now we will just click on this. So record macro icon has come back now. That means macro recording is completed. So where is the macro what we have created now? Just go to this developer tab, click on this macros area, and you will be seeing this only one macro in all open workbooks. It is saying this, okay? Because all the other workbooks are, this is xlsm, there will not be any macro here. Our original file where the concept references are built there. And C-004 sales data is our current file. And in this workbook means our current file, this is the file. So selecting this workbook, in this workbook, we are seeing macro one formatting, only one is there. Okay. So now our macro is created now. So what we have to do here is just click on the cancel. Now I'm just selecting here, going to this home, click on this clear all. I will have to give, no, not clear all. Clear all will clear the content also, clear the formats. So our format, whatever you have spent about 2 minutes or 60 seconds, it is now gone. So what you have to do here is to make this run. Now please watch this time as 5:505 p.m. Okay. Now I am selecting this developer tab, go to this macro, select this particular macro one formatting, and then run on this. Okay. Now within 1 second it has formatted. Instead of 60 seconds, it is created now within 1 second. So actually 59 seconds we have saved it. So 59 seconds out of one is how much percentage? 98% we have saved the time for making this formatting. This is how the macro is going to help you. Okay, so what we have learned in this particular concept is how to save, how to create a simple automation task in an Excel file and save it as a macro enabled file, right? Now we will create one more new file. So I would like to save this file, save this data here, and I'm just clearing the formats here. Now this particular file, before saving the file, you are seeing this file name as book2. Before saving the file, I will be creating the macro this time without going to the developer tab, selecting this particular, what is this? A camera icon is there, click on this, macro 2 is there. So selecting here, formatting. Okay, now selecting this description, writing something, this macro format, the sales data. Okay, so macro is not yet started recording this. Once I press this OK, it is going to start recording this. So selecting this A1 and full area I'm selecting where the data is available. Going to this format area, selecting this all border, selecting A1, B1, C1, applying this color, selecting the C1 to C5, applying this font color, selecting this particular area and going and changing the font size as 18 and selecting this between A and 1 in the corner. Now coming between A and B or B and C and seeing this double side arrow is the vertical line is there. Selecting double click on this. So it is automatically now fit now. So this particular record macro is being recorded now. So I want to stop it here without going to this developer tab. Otherwise, you have to go to developer tab, then particular area. 2 click is required. Instead of that, only 1 click is there. Now macro recording is completed. Okay. So where is the macro? You can just go and see in developer tab also, in view tab also. Right now you'll see in view tab, you are seeing in the right side, macros are there. Here also you can see record macro, everything is there. So click on this view macro. So you'll be seeing this. This particular workbook, no, this is the new workbook, book 2. And if I click on this, you'll be seeing our old book is there, no, C-004, which is the macro enabled workbook .xlsm you are seeing here. This workbook and book 2 is also there. Book 2 specific name is available because file name is available. This workbook means again whatever active workbook only it is going to show here. So in this macro 2 is now created for formatting this, right? Now, if I want to run it, it will run it here. Just go to this particular area, home, clear format. It is now cleared. Now how to run the macro? Come to this view tab, click on this macros, view macros, select this macro 2 formatting, run it, it is creating this now. Okay. Now this particular file, book 2, I just want to save this, save as. So instead of .xlsm, if I say by mistake here Excel workbook, I'll just save it as non-macro. Only for purpose of coaching only I'm typing it as non-macro. Otherwise you will be saving it as C-004. Okay. Non-macro enabled C-004, whereas we have created some automation there. So this particular workbook, I will be saving it in our location. I'll go very fast. And I'm just saving it inside courses and in these files for blog preparation, English, and then for basic it is C-004. This is the particular file I'm just saving here. Excel workbook. So you are seeing here, once I select this Excel workbook, we are seeing here in this dialog box, we are not seeing any file. But once I select here, Excel macro enabled workbook, already one file is there, C-004, which is the macro enabled workbook. But we have selected by mistake Excel workbook. So nothing, already Excel workbook is not there here. Ordinary file is not there. So saving it here now. So it is giving you the warning. Okay. So when the warning is given, then you should be very alert and then save and erase the feature. You don't want the automation to happen, then click on this. Otherwise, go back, click on the go back. But if you click on this without seeing this message, because nowadays people are very um, busy and then they will just want to click something and then get away from there. So by selecting this save, you are going to lose the task. So right now, if somebody is coming and selecting it here and then home and clear this format, again you will be seeing this, where is my macro? I want to format it. So you'll be seeing this view, click on this macro, view macro here. You'll be seeing your formatting is there, run it. So it will be running here, but this particular file is not run as a selected as a macro file, right? So this particular macro is available in which place? This workbook is there, okay? Whereas if you go here, this place, okay, it is actually running. So what is the file name you have given here? Okay, we have already saved this macro in this file. So we will just close this file now and see. Okay, saving this. And this file also I will close it, save it. Now you want to open that particular file. If I click on this file, you will be seeing non-macro file is there. Open this. Now this particular area, we'll just go and check whether the particular macro is there or not. Click on the view, select this macro, view macro. So now that particular macro is not here, this workbook. And non-macro, the macro is erased. So once you are closing the file, the macro is closed and it is erased. Understood, no? So if I'm just selecting it here now in this non-macro file, So we are just going and selecting this home, clear format, and you want to do the activity by automatically, you will be looking for the macro in the view button here, selecting here macro, view macros. So you will not be seeing the macro in this particular non-macro file or this workbook also. Okay. Whereas all open workbook, if you see here, any other macro is available in that particular also will be available. But none of these books are now macro enabled workbook. So we should be very, very carefully save the file as macro enabled workbook. So if you are seeing here in this folder here under the C-004, there are two files. So which I would like to show it to you. This is Microsoft Excel macro enabled workbook, and this is non-macro enabled workbook, which is Microsoft Excel worksheet. How to see the extension here? Right click somewhere here, come to this more, straight away come to this file extension. Okay, select this file extension. You will be seeing here .xlsm is the macro enabled workbook sheet, and for macro this ordinary Microsoft Excel workbook you will be seeing here as .xlsx. Okay. So with this, we are completing the video on this particular concept reference C-004, how to create simple automation task in an Excel file and save it as a macro enabled file. That is with the file extension as .xlsm. So if you have already subscribed my channel DPAB, thank you very much for that. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe my channel DPAB, press bell icon button and click on all, so that you will be getting notification of all the videos whatever I'm posting. Write some comment about particular video and click the like button also. Share the video to your friends. If you are not able to subscribe my channel DPAB, please create one Gmail account, go to YouTube, sign in, then you will be able to see the videos and then subscribe, press bell icon button, click all button, press like button, and you will be able to write the comment also. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.